Jesus, the week is almost over. Y'all remember that part on ATL? Summer's almost over. How are y'all doing today? Happy Wednesday. I always forget to turn this light on. Hold on. How was y'all's day? How was y'all's Wednesday? Mine was good. It was a good day overall. Thank the Lord I'm here in my right mind. And everything that I need, I have. So thank you, Lord. But how are y'all doing today? Happy International Women's History Day. Shout out to all the ladies out there getting up. Oh, Lord, I know it's hard. Trust me, I know. Getting up, making it do what it do, what it do. Keep going no matter how hard it gets. Keep going. Keep doing your best. Keep chasing your dreams. I was actually listening to a podcast today, and I always listen to like uplifting podcasts. I'm on the way home from work, and the guy was talking about, how sometimes fear gets in the way of doing things. It could really stop you from reaching your goals, so don't let fear, stop you. Don't let judgment or just like haters, because people will say anything. You can be doing all the right things. Somebody's still gonna say something. So keep doing you, sis. Listen, we got this. We gon' keep making it do what it do. God did not put us in this position to fail. So keep going. So that's my International Women's Day spiel. Head over to my shorts to see a cool event that I was a part of. And then I posted a picture from it as well in my community section. So y'all be sure to kind of head over there to the community section and the shorts. Give your girl a thumbs up, a like, a comment. Y'all, we are creeping up on 1,400 subscribers. Can we make it to 1,400 by the end of the week? I think we can. Wow, thank y'all. Oh my gosh, I've been on YouTube for some time now, consistently. And I'm happy to see that we are finally here. So shout out to all of y'all. I feel like we need a name. I don't know. Like everybody has their name. Like B has the Beehive. So I feel like we need a name for the Miss Dugan followers. Drop that in the comments and let me know what you think our name should be. Something fun, something cute, something like that. But did you catch my latest premiere? It just premiered on my channel just a few minutes ago. It premiered at 7 CST. And it was about how I almost missed out on some free money, y'all. Like, seriously, I almost missed out on a cute little bit. And it wasn't a whole lot, but it was a cute little bit of check. It was money and it was mine. So, I almost missed out on it though if I would not have been, on top of things, checking what needed to be checked. So that's what I talk about in that video. I feel like students just really, really miss out on this every single time. Like, this always gets them. They miss out on free money because of it. They get dropped from their courses because of it. Like, you have to pay attention to this. It is so, so important. So that's what I talk about in today's video. So basically, I might kind of give just an overview of, y'all already know, refund is my favorite part of the semester. Not the grades, not the enrolling in classes, not the passing the class. No, getting free money is my favorite part. And I'm talking about actual free money, because it's important to know that financial aid does not necessarily mean free. If you took out a loan, it's financial aid. That's not free money. You will pay that money back, okay? Scholarships and grants are free money that you don't have to pay back. So y'all already know Miss Dugan is a doctoral student. I'm actually writing my chapter 2 right now. So after I hop off of here with y'all, I will be going to write another page of my chapter 2, which is my literature review. So I am a doctoral student. I'm getting my doctorate in higher education. I am getting an EDD, so that is an educational doctorate. All of my degrees are educational based. So my bachelor's is in special education, my master's is in counselor education, and my doctorate will be in higher education. So it's like the perfect bow to kind of put on top of everything. So a EDD, was my route. It's still 4 years. Actually, and I was just thinking about this one while I was in the shower. I started August 2020. So I'm really like a year out. I would ideally like to be done by the fall or end of this year, but I don't think that's as realistic. I'm not quite sure. I am writing my chapters 1 through 3 right now. So I'm writing my chapter 2. I hope to be finished with it by the weekend to submit it to my dissertation chair so he can do the edits. And then right now I've been a two edit shawty, so hopefully 2 times and I'm done. The first time you submit it, you just trying to get it done, you trying to get all your thoughts out there, so you're expecting to have something back, right? To kind of work on. So my goal for this semester is to finish my chapters 1 through 3. The good thing, well, one of the, I think the hardest things about being at this point, so I am finished with my classes. Oh, hey, Lakita. Okay. Thanks. Thank you. You have a good evening too. Thanks for stopping by. But yeah, so the good thing about the good thing about where I am in my semester right now is that like I am like really in charge of what I'm doing. I've finished all my coursework. I've done my comprehensive exams. I've done a written and an oral. So I am officially like a doctoral candidate. That means that I have passed like all of the written parts and all of that, and I'm moving through the dissertation phase. So I am going to do chapters. So I'm writing chapter 1. Well, I finished chapter 1, got that back this past week. It's a go. I have some minor edits, but he was like, you can go to the second chapter. The edits that I have to do are my like citations, and he went over that with me, so I'm confident that now I know what I'm doing. Now, so I'm writing chapter 2, the literature review. That is kind of one of, people always are like, oh my gosh, the literature review, how I am breaking it down, and I'll make another video about this. I am writing a page a day. I'm writing 500 words a day. This weekend, I'll do like 2 pages a day, but that's like ideal for me right now. I think it's easier to chunk it, break it down into the topics that you're working on. I actually learned this. I think it was in my lit review class, and the professor said do a page a day. He's like, by the end of the month, you would have 30 pages. Now I ain't gonna take a whole month. Listen, I'm gonna be my literature review, and it's going to be a nice length, but it ain't gonna be 30 pages. So I'm more of a quantity over quality type girl, so I like to get straight to the point. So that's what I'm kind of doing now. So hopefully by Sunday, I'm kind of really giving myself like 1 to 2 weeks. I think I'm gonna stick with 2 weeks to write this. A week and a half, 2 weeks, but consistently every day I am writing at least 500 words, so that's why once I hop off of here, that's what I'll be doing. My laptop is actually behind me. I got some papers. I got to get me a little highlighter to highlight some things, and we'll be done by close of business tonight. So that's what I'm working on today. But that's for chapter 2, and then once I get the approval on that, I'll move on to chapter 3, and I will do a proposal defense with my committee. Hopefully, in Jesus' name, everybody checks off on it. Then I'm moving into the research phase, which is the IRB phase, to actually start my research, y'all. So I'm hoping to kind of get the IRB stuff in top of the summer, once the end of this semester ends, to hopefully that process doesn't take too long. And then, yeah, it's looking like in the fall, I'll probably be doing the research, if not starting on it in the summer. And then finishing it up in the fall. And then in this next spring, I don't know, y'all. I'm really like, Lord, can you just speed it up for me? Because I'm ready to be done. But, I'm just like, good things take time. I don't want to have a microwave mindset. Good things take time. So ideally, I will definitely be finished by next year. I've been in the program for 3 years. I am a 3rd-year doctoral student, and baby, I'm feeling it. I'm ready to be done. I actually was thinking about this today. Like, one of the things I will say about me and my program is that I started while I was not working. I'm in a position of leadership, and I'm really happy that happened because I was taking classes. I had just a lot of more time and like free range to kind of focus on certain things. But now being in a position of leadership, it's kind of hard, you know, to do those things at time. So I am very happy, you know, that I finished all of my coursework. I literally did the hard part, and now, you know, I'm just working on the dissertation phase. At first I was kind of wondering, like, why do I hear people saying, oh, they took 10 years, they took this many years, you know, to do their doctorate? I think maybe like 4 to 6 years is like pretty typical, especially for folks who are in the STEM fields. But and you know, some programs, like, they'll say they're 5 years, 6 years, or whatever. But other programs, I'd be like, what took you so long? But now I understand. Like, I understand more than anything else, especially like when you're in charge of it. Because it's just like, you know, it's not like when you have the written courses, right? Where, you got something, you got to do this discussion post by, Sunday. You got to turn in this paper by Monday. It's not like that. Like, there's nobody that's like, hey, turn this into me by blah, blah, blah. Like, no, you control that process. And they have other things, you know, that they're doing, so they're not beating down, you know, your door. So now I see why people say it's so hard. Because it's like, you get home after work, you be tired, you ain't trying to do nothing. That's why I've really been putting a big focus on myself, that no, in order for me to sleep good tonight, I got to get these 500 words out of me each day. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. Of course, I'll be updating y'all along the way. I'm actually have that. I'm on my content calendar for this month is to do a doctoral update. So definitely stay tuned to that. But in the video, I talk about, you know, how students miss out on free money because they don't check their student account. So, you know, you ask them what scholarships, what things they have. And some students do know, right? But others, they're kind of not quite sure. So I can tell you all the scholarships I got. I can tell you all the grants and how much they supposed to pay out. And I had a grant that was supposed to pay out, and it didn't. And I was thinking, okay, typically I take 2 classes. I always take 2 classes, but I'm taking one this semester because I'm in my dissertation hours. I'm not taking, you know, written like coursework. But those 3 hours put you, or I think it's 3, puts you at, you know, part-time still, because of the level course it is. So I was like, maybe it's because I'm only taking 1 class, but I thought I got an email that said if you're taking 3 hours of this course, then you're good. And that's the course that I was taking. So I'm like, I'm good. So I kind of waited. I'm like, okay, you know, well, let me see, like, maybe like it hasn't paid out yet. I contacted, and then I waited like a week because we had the snowstorm. So I'm like, okay, somebody probably, you know, they weren't in office, just like I wasn't. They didn't push the button, you know, to get it going. So I waited, and then I was like, okay, now it's time for me to ask, because this was supposed to have paid out. So I sent an email. I know they get a lot of emails in that department. I mean, I hadn't heard anything. So this is a pro tip. If you don't hear something, I will say, I always get, well, you kind of read, like, sometimes they'll send like an away message, and it'll say, hey, you know, we will follow up, you know, within 48 hours, within blah, blah, blah. So, you know, go by, you know, what their standard time is. If it doesn't have anything, you know, kind of, you know, stated, I would say give it 48 to 72 business days. So Monday through Friday, between 8 to 5. If you don't hear anything by the end of that, then, you know, you probably would try to go to the office. You probably would try to contact the office via phone, or you probably would send a follow-up email. But another good part, you know, of working where you go to school at is that you meet people, right? So I know somebody, so I have a contact in like every department, because that helps me to help my students. So I hit up my contact, and she was like, you know, I'm in a meeting, but, you know, I'll assist you once I get it. I was okay, no rush, you know, thank you, because I wasn't like in a rush for it. I was just trying to get, you know, information. So she hit me up, and she said, you know, actually, you know, you're right. This was supposed to pay out, but it needed to be manually override it. So I've done that for you, and you should be getting your payout. So I was like, okay, good. Like I knew I was right. So that's another thing. Like, you gotta, be resourceful. You gotta be patient. We are not octopus. And I always tell people that I am not an octopus. I have 2 arms, 2 legs, and 1 head. If it don't get done, tomorrow has enough worries of its own. So we have to give people grace and patience, things like that, because those things like go just a long way. So, she was able to help me and I was able to get the payout. But if I would not have been checking my account, if I would have not been, just knowledgeable about the grants and things that I do receive, I could have missed that out, or I could have missed out on that. I see students, who are not checking their accounts, and they get dropped from classes because certain aid has not paid out. That actually happened to me. I'm in grad school and I had to get like reinstated in the class. And it was a mistake because I'm like, wait a minute, like I got a grant. I'm going to school for free. Like, what you mean they ain't pay out? And it was because, somebody hadn't done something, or something like that. But, if I would have been checking my accounts, I could have avoided like all of that. So, you have to check your account, especially in those weeks prior to the semester starting, especially around that at drop date. Your student account is the key. It's got all the stuff on there. Many times it's already itemized for you. So you can look and see, okay, this is what I get for this is what I get for that. Here's how much it is. So pay attention to those things. I know in the beginning of each school year, when I tell you I'm checking, or not I'm just in the beginning of each school year, but at the beginning of each semester, fall, spring, summer, baby, I am checking to make sure that I've done my part and to make sure that things are going to be paid out, because I don't want anything to be held up. I want my monies, and that's just important. So that is a pro tip. Please, please, please check your student account. Get familiar with it. Same thing, like you do with budgeting. Know that thing like the back of your hand. So I actually got, so for fall 20, oh, is this fall? No, spring. For spring of 2023, I got about 700, I think I said $732 back in free money, meaning it's a grant or a scholarship. It does not have to be paid back. And y'all know typically, like I typically will use, or in the past, I use my refunds to pay off my debt. But I actually don't have to, do that now. So I've just been saving it. I think I used some of it towards purchasing a new phone because it was time for me to upgrade my phone. So that's a good thing about the free money. I think for students who are in undergrad, I would say, use it for your needs. If you need food, car repairs, if you're saving for a car, not for trips to spring break, new wigs, nails, all those things. No, save it so that when you graduate, when you are in undergrad, that's the easiest time to save money. That is literally the easiest time to save money in your life because you don't have no bills. So, or real bills, save it so that once you graduate, you got something to stand on. You can go out and get an apartment. You can go out and maybe study abroad. You can go out and, buy yourself, some professional dress for your job. Whatever you would need to put yourself on like a better standing, do that with your refund, but don't just blow it. I know I did that. And I really could have, had a whole lot saved, by the end of college, but child was living wild, young, and free. So don't be like me. Have a financial plan. Make a plan for your money. Budget it. Have that emergency fund built up. It's not unreasonable to think that you can't save 20K. That you can't come out of college with at least 20K saved up. That is not unreasonable at all. Now I know for people who are actually paying, for their education and things like that, I'm not talking about that because there are people who are working 40 hours a week in undergrad to kind of pay off, or to not go into student loan debt. So I'm not talking about those folks, But for people who got the scholarships, the grants, things like that, save that money. And even if you are, working the 40 hours to pay off your 4-year degree, still save what you can, because everybody can, do something. But yeah, that is my pro tip, y'all. Y'all already know Mondays are Money Mondays. Wednesdays are my educational topics. So if there's something that you want to know about college, if there's something that you feel like everybody gets wrong, is if there's something that you really struggled with, drop down in my comments and let me know, and maybe I'll make a video about it, especially if it's something that I actually know about, and a lot of this stuff I do know, because working at a college, working in student affairs, you learn so much, and I definitely want to share it with you, especially my first generation college students. Miss Dugan was a first generation college student herself, first generation undergrad, master's, and now doctoral. So trust me, I understand that it's a lot harder, for folks who, whose parents who did not go to college, just navigating the system. I've learned so much. I always try to share it with my students and things like that. So I want to share it with you. So if there's something that you want to know, listen, don't be shy. Drop it in the comments and let me know. I always get a lot of comments and things like that. So shout out to y'all, especially for all of the support and even the haters, because y'all help me too. So thanks. But don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Also, don't forget to follow me on social media. So you can follow me at Alexis Dugan. You can follow me at Miss Dugan on 9 on Facebook and Instagram as well. Y'all be sure to check your girl out over there on social media. Shout out to y'all who always send me, nice things, who always support me. I greatly appreciate y'all support. Listen, I could not do this without y'all. So thank y'all so much. Y'all make my YouTube dreams come true. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm about to go hop on this chapter 2, a literature review, y'all. I'll be back this weekend. One of my subscribers was talking about me doing a cooking video. I plan to fry some fish this weekend, so we'll see if we're going to do that or if we'll do a self-care Saturday. But I'm going to see y'all soon. Bye.